Yo, what's up, guys? Let's find some plays. What book do you guys want to start on? So there's a lot of good promos today. PrizePicks has some. They also have an MMA promo if you haven't already used it on Justin Gaethje. But maybe we start out on Fliff. I'll try to keep this live stream tight because obviously, you know, the games start pretty soon. So where do we want to start? I mean, this play on Conley just keeps getting better. I think we looked at it on the stream previously. Again, all the live stream plays are tracked in the sheet in the description on YouTube. But how do people feel about Conley under 5.5 assists? Obviously a big game for, you know, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's see what we got here. And the Cavs game already started. So let's go here and let's go to player assists and let's lock this in and then we can kind of talk about it. I just want to move quick before the fucking line moves. So under 5.5 assists at -120. You guys like it? Mike Conley, fading Mike Conley. I think we're already on his under on better. But again, like you can see here, Fliff has his over favored. Like, what's the logic? You know, I like to focus on education. Fliff is the only book with his over favored, right? Every other book has just absolutely ripped Conley to being a big favorite to go under. Caesars, you can see they've moved. Everything's baked into these lines, the market, you know, sharp action. Where are profitable customers betting? Where are sharps betting? Like, you essentially, as a sports bettor, have hundreds of data points on where should the odds be set. And all these other books, betting markets, are telling you, yo, Conley should be a big favorite to go under. But anyways, we got that in. So let's move on. Let's see what we got here. Maybe if we're lucky, we can do an underdog play. Should we try out underdog or... I know they sometimes move pretty quickly on these streams, but whatever. We can try it out. So this is at -120 odds. So again, like the odds you're getting is really important. You know, sports betting is about price. Like if you think about an investor, a trader, they may buy a stock, then sell a stock, whatever. You know, it all depends on price. So Booker assists, we're already on. Damn, how do we feel about Sandro? Over 11.5 points. So there's some value on Fliff, but honestly, let's try to get in an underdog play. Spread the love around. Are you guys fine with an underdog play? Monahan is live. What's up, guys? Underdog. Fliff might account suck. I'm here to ride some dudes. Did I come to the right place? You absolutely came to the right place. But anyways, yeah, we're going to ride a lot of dudes today. Some MLB players. We'll throw in, you know, some NBA players. We'll ride all sorts of dudes on this stream. But anyways, let's see what we got. How do people feel about Dennis Schroeder? Under 3.5 rebounds. I feel like he's been hawking fucking boards. But also, I already gave out his over and assists. I mean, granted, it is Schroeder rebounds. I mean, I'm not sure how he's been doing recently, but you can see the market has him as a heavy favorite to go under. You can get this on better as well, actually. So we could get this on better as well. Damn, do we want to fade Emmanuel quickly? So let's just get a play in before anything moves. Let's just move quick. Again, like, I feel like people never talk about the importance of speed in sports betting. You got to be fast to get in some of these good lines because they bump things around. So let's go here. Honestly, I kind of like pairing quickly with Schroeder. I mean, if the game's a blowout, maybe they're both, you know, on the bench. In the fourth quarter, the game also, I don't think it really means anything. They're like, that's like the one game today that I don't really think has any implications. But then what do we have as our final play? Miles Bridges under 11.5 RAs. So this, I actually already hit this on PrizePicks. So the two game, I mean, these are the the two games that I think mean absolutely nothing. Hawks, Hornets, and then we got Nets, Raptors. And we want to play 3-pick entries without insurance. So 6x payout. Again, like PrizePicks is a rep, and they already locked Schroeder. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? So they already locked Dennis Schroeder, which is annoying. But on the bright side, this play I actually get... Anyways, quickly gone. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, so we can look at... Damn, man, they are bumping everything so fast. We were able to get in some plays earlier, but... God, man. But anyways, we were able to get in some plays earlier, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen maybe right now. So should we do better or Fliff or PrizePicks? Chet under 9.5 rebounds. We got the over 226 in the Hawks-Hornets game. Maybe let's take a look at this. I mean, how do people feel? Sandro, over 11.5 points at minus 140. Let's see, where does PrizePicks have his line? So obviously, you know, PrizePicks has his line a full point higher at 12.5. He hasn't gone over 11.5 4 out of the past 5 games. But every game's different. You can see here, like, the market's kind of moved him to being a much bigger favorite to go over. So again, like, I obviously follow a much more market-driven approach to my sports betting. Like, all these books are really good at setting lines. They also have access to flow. You know, they see where bets are coming in, stuff like that. So on Fliff, we're getting this over at minus 140, 11.5. FanDuel has his line at 12.5 with the over favored. But what you'll notice about FanDuel, what's actually really nice about FanDuel, is if you look at the Jazz game. No, sorry, what am I saying, man? If you look at the Thunder game, so this game obviously has blowout potential. Where the fuck is the Thunder game? But if you look at, you know, FanDuel, what's nice about it, what am I doing? Where is the Thunder game? So here we have it. Is if you look at the Thunder game, like FanDuel has alternate points somewhere. So you can see here. So you can see over 11.5 versus 12.5. His over actually just moved up to minus 130, over 12.5. So it just keeps getting more juiced. So getting over 11.5 seems pretty solid at minus 140. So let's go here and let's lock it in. And let's go. Let's go quick. And then we can move on to PrizePicks or whatever other book people want to look at. But over 11.5 points, minus 240. All the other books, you know, FanDuel, you're getting a point better. They have his main line at 12.5. They have his line at 12.5 with the over favored. PrizePicks has the line at 12.5. You know, so obviously we'll have to see how everything works out, but I'm fine with that play. Underdog, can we ride PrizePicks? Man, people are asking for Underdog like crazy today because we hit yesterday. But anyways, let's see what we have. So some people are saying PrizePicks, so let's take a look at PrizePicks real quickly and just see if there's anything good. So we got 2 plays on Fliff to kind of start out this stream, straight bets. And again, everything you'll just see in the sheet in the description on YouTube, all the live stream plays. And hopefully we have a good day because there's a lot of NBA. Unfortunately, almost the NBA playoffs, which is kind of sad. I don't want the NBA to end, but, you know, can't win them all. So Dame over 27.5 points. I gave out a play on Twitter for Dame over 27.5 points. It's still available if you want to play it. And you can see, again, I don't know. We'll have to see if we're actually able to lock in any of this shit. But Underdog, nope. Look at that. They already locked it. We just are getting to it. They're dropping CS2 lines for tomorrow. And you can see there's just a ton of discrepancies. So, like, look at this guy. I mean, again, like, you don't see this in the NBA. You know, like, 2.5, 3-point discrepancies on where a player's points line should be. It really is esports, these more niche markets where books are just like not good at fucking setting lines. And there's so many games every day, which means a lot of opportunity. But anyways, let's go back here. What the fuck am I doing? So let's go back here and let's just look at Underdog quickly. Let's look at Underdog quickly and see if we can get anything. So we have quickly under 25.5 points. Which I'm fine with as well. They already moved his PRA line, but it seems like everything's just kind of trending lower for Emmanuel Quickly. And then what we want to do is get a 3-pick entry going. So this is going to be the 3-pick entry, under 13.5 headshots. And if you look at PrizePicks, they have his line at, you know, Dennis Schroeder is one fucking handsome dude. But if we go here and if we look at... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So lock it in if you want to. I'm basically just trying to give people time to bet it. Esports lines being posted like 11.5 versus 13.5. I mean, some crazy discrepancies right now. So let's hit. You could not determine my location. So come on. Come on, bro. And it looks like they haven't moved anything, so let's go. And boom, we actually got one in. So there's some big esports line discrepancies. They seem to post esports lines kind of around this time of the day. So, you know, a lot of times when they first post lines, that's when the best value is, because then things, you know, settle in a bit, or once things settle in a bit, you don't see as many discrepancies. Like PrizePicks, Underdog release their projections. Sometimes there's huge discrepancies. What you could do is bet is over 11.5 on PrizePicks, is under 13.5 on Underdog, and then you have a middle. If he has 12 or 13, you'll win both plays. Why isn't fucking Isaac Okoro in the game? Put him in the game. So we got Isaac Okoro in the PrizePicks slip I gave out on Twitter, but yeah, we'll have to see how everything turns out. But anyways, let's take a look at PrizePicks, the fan favorite. People want to do PrizePicks. Thoughts? Damn, I'm late. Any slips? Yeah, so we got these two plays on Fliff. Again, Sleeper has 3 promos for today. So Sleeper, again, like Sleeper doesn't have good value aside from promos, but they're running 3 promos for today, which are super high value, all of them. So you can see what I got in here. I don't know. Well, I guess the Drew Holiday. Bro, we got a Drew Holiday in the MLB. I guess the MLB play started, but there's some other plays. Alex, a PrizePicks employee. Definitely a PrizePicks employee. Might be a PrizePicks thought. Definitely a PrizePicks thought. Bro, if I were a PrizePicks employee, they would let me bet more. I promise you that. Unfortunately, you know, they don't. Like, you'll see, max entry amount is $5. PrizePicks is actually the worst book in terms of everything that I use, in terms of what I'm limited to. $5 is fucking insane. Like, that's basically a fuck off. But anyways, we got SGA. Obviously, this game could be a blowout. But we got SGA over 1.5 steals. He's gone over 4 out of the past 5 games. He's a conniving little motherfucker on the court. And you can see all the books, like it lines up from a value perspective. All the books have his over heavily favored, right? Like you take SGA over or under, you get a 3x payout. So just like logical sports betting, the entire market has his over heavily favored. That's what we want to be on. Patrick Beverley, under 9.5 points. So Giannis is out tonight, I think. Yeah, Giannis is out. Giannis is out tonight. Pat Bev, under 9.5 points. Pretty fucking high points line for Patrick Beverley. But anyways, what do people think about Patrick Beverley? Under 9.5 points. And then there's just a ton of golf value showing up. Again, you got to be a little bit careful with golf, because what you'll notice is PrizePicks, they try to add in these payout shifts. Like if you go to strokes, you know, you'll see they try to like give you these payout shifts, you know, 18x. They usually pay out 25x for a 5-pick entry. Or sorry, for a 6 flex. Now it's only, you know. So you got to be a little careful on some of these golf ones. But let's see if we can find anything better. So we got SGA. We got Patrick Beverley. And now let's see if we can find some golf plays. And what I try to do is just like work around the payout shifts. So let's get rid of esports for a second. I mean, you know, we got a ton of NBA about to start. So hopefully we can find something that's, or I mean, it's the fucking Masters. I wouldn't mind some golf. So what we want to do is let's get rid of birdies or better, and we can try to correlate strokes. You just want to avoid the payout shift. Ideally, you want to avoid these payout shifts because that, you know, reduces your value. But so like 2 plays, I mean, I already locked them in. I already gave it out on Twitter. But you can see here is like Brian Harmon, the books have his under heavily favored, as well as Sam Burns. People were commenting on like, oh, the weather may be bad tomorrow. It's like, you know, that's already priced into the market. Any public information, unless you know this guy, if this guy, this Australian-looking motherfucker, if he's your dad, then maybe you have an edge. Just like talking about the weather or what he's going to do tomorrow. But like the weather, it's like sports books, everyone else knows it, so it's priced into the market. But anyways, you can see there's no payout shift if you take both of these players to go under. And then we just need a final pick. So like Suggs under 29 fantasy score. We're actually already on Suggs under. And points plus assists on better. His under in fantasy score, let's see, is there anything we're more attracted to? Or Adam Frazier, under half of a hitting strikeout. So it's pretty simple, like, So he had one strikeout last game, but honestly, like, this would be the 5 flex you want to lock in. And you can see the books have, Adam Frazier, his under heavily favored. So if you don't like golf, you can remove the golf picks. You can put in Suggs. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But again, I always say, if you want to make money sports betting, take advantage of the profitable promos and then just make sure you can actually point to every bet you ever place and be like, yeah, this is why it has value. So anyways, hopefully you can see the 5 picks. PrizePicks isn't even going to let me bet it. They limit me to a certain amount of slips per day, which is bullshit because it says maximum daily amount is $2,000. I don't even think I bet $100. It's like a certain number of slips. But anyways, I'll just put the picks in the chat for anyone who wants to tail. And then if someone can put the link, I'm not going to be able to. A lot of people tell me, yo, just create a PrizePicks account for your dad. It's like, I'm not trying to break the law here. But we got Patrick Beverley under 9.5 points. We got Sam Burns under 73.5 strokes. Anyways, what book do you guys want to look at next? Should we try to do another underdog play or Fliff? Under 73.5 strokes. And then we got Adam Frazier under half of a hitting strikeout. Underdog or dabble? Not breaking, just bending. My dad is banned from PrizePicks, and that feels bad. Anyways, you can be an astronaut. I would love to be an astronaut. So some people are saying better, dabble, underdog. So anyways, there's some decent value on PrizePicks. Also, if you want to fade Devin Booker, granted, he's coming off the worst game of his life. So I'm on his under and assists because he's probably not going to pass the ball tonight. But on a serious note, like there is good value on his under 34.5 PAs. You can see the market has his under, pretty heavily favored. And they just got absolutely destroyed by butt fucked. I'm not sure if that... But you get the point. They got destroyed by the Clippers yesterday. So what we can do is we can try to do another underdog play. And there's a ton of esports, which is crazy. So we could do esports and golf. And this SGA steals play is also available on Underdog. So we still have some time to get this in. So Underdog, really good payouts for the 3-pick entries, which is why on PrizePicks, I'm always giving out 5 flex plays. Anyways. YouTube-friendly terms. Sorry. And again, Sleeper has some promos. There's a lot of promos on these books. But let's see if we can get this in on Underdog Fantasy before anything ends up moving on us. So let's go back to Underdog. Dame I'm already on, but you can throw him in your slip if you haven't already used Dame. Honestly, it's just a lot of esports, which I don't have a problem with, but it would have been nice if there was a ton of NBA. Sometimes there's more NBA. Like, I always say, a lot of people, how many bets should you place per day? How much NBA versus esports? It's like, if there's a ton of esports, like, it literally looks like there's limitless esports games tomorrow. So that means there's a ton of surface area, a ton of lines for Underdog to fuck up and screw up where they're setting their lines. And that's what we want to capitalize on. If there's no discrepancies in the market, there's not going to be much value. So you can see they already bumped Naz down to, he was at 28. They already bumped him down to 27. PrizePicks, other books are opening him up at 26. So it's not horrible, but it would have been nice if we could get a bigger discrepancy. So what we can do is let's just start building. SHZ over 24 halves. So again, just Underdog just screwing up a lot of these lines they're opening early. And a lot of people say, I don't watch esports. It doesn't fucking matter if you watch esports. It's priced into the market. If you use Facebook, it doesn't mean you know what the company should be valued at. But, so we have SHZ over 24 half. And let's just build quick because I'm worried they're going to start bumping stuff. And that would be bad because we're trying to lock in a slip. So we got fear under 26 half. So essentially out of all these lines on Underdog, of which there's a shit ton, we're trying to zone in on where are the 5, 6, 7 spots they're fucking up and lock in as many good plays with an edge as possible. So here we got another 3 pick, a bunch of line discrepancies in esports. So if you want to lock it in, lock it the fuck in. So 27, rest of the market, 28.5, 29. So we got another esports play for 6 a.m. tomorrow, 2 a.m. Bro, this slip can keep us up all night. 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 p.m. So lock it in if you want. Unfortunately, this entry exceeds your daily limit. If you think this is a mistake. So Underdog started doing the same thing as PrizePicks. They limit the max amount you can bet per day. So I'm going to have to move on. But if you want to slip, this looks solid. I won't add it to the tracking sheet because I can't actually bet it, which is annoying. But what we can do is we can check out the other fantasy sites, Dabble, Better, and Fliff. These are the books that are just kind of legal in the most possible states. So I like to focus on them. Also, if you want to double down on our boy Sandro, you could take his over in PRs too, points plus rebounds over 20.5. But Chet under 9.5 rebounds. Here you can see it's just the market's all out of sorts. FanDuel's ripped this, and FanDuel tends to be a sharper book in general for player props. They've ripped this all the way down to minus 192. So they're much more aggressive than, let's say, DraftKings, who only has this at minus 145. So it's not really clear, okay, is the value on Fliff or is the value on FanDuel? Or not as clear as, we'd want it to be. So I'm just going to skip that over. You can see it went away. So sometimes, these books get out of sync and it's not really clear, okay, which book is screwing up and stuff like that. So anything on Better? So on Better, it's Dame PRAs over 39.5. Again, they have a promo. They actually have a couple different promos, insured plays, risk-free bets. You get your money back if you lose. So, Dame over 39.5 PRA seems solid. So does Claxton over 10.5 points, whatever. But, again, I can't fucking bet it. There's not a crazy amount of value worth justifying placing a slip. Yeah, and then there's some decent plays on FanDuel, but honestly, a lot of the games have started. So I know this was a shorter stream, but I literally can't place another bet on PrizePicks, Underdog. There's some value on FanDuel, but nothing really crazy on Dabble, Better, or Fliff that we didn't lock in. So I'll call it a day for now. I'll probably be streaming later, so, thanks so much for tuning in. And, yeah, have a great rest.